BTS brand reputation July 2025. South Korea top idol group. BTS public trust. BTS hiatus popularity. BTS album streams 2025. What keeps a group relevant even when they're not promoting? Wrangled thousands of headlines, influenced music worldwide, and still returned to #1 in their own country's reputation charts. That's BTS in July 2025. How do you top the rankings when your members are just coming back from military service? After years of promoting together, BTS officially paused group activities in late 2022. But in July 2025, the Korean Business Research Institute released its monthly rankings, with BTS reclaiming first place among male idol groups based on brand reputation metrics. How? They weren't doing interviews. They weren't releasing new songs. Yet their name literally owned the headlines. The metrics analyzed search volume, social media mentions, video popularity, and public perception, and BTS outpaced even groups actively promoting or touring this month. Several members, such as Jungkook, V, Jimin, RM, J-Hope, and Jin, had recently completed their mandatory military service in June and early July. Though their return hasn't meant a full comeback yet, their gradual reemergence sparked nostalgia, social media buzz, and heartwarming gratitude from fans and the public alike. Messages like, "Our boys are finally back," echoed across Weverse, X, and Instagram. Just as social media chatter peaked, HYB released the live album Permission to Dance on Stage, live on platforms worldwide. It debuted in the top 10 of the Billboard 200 and surged in streaming within 48 hours, without major promotion. Many attributed its success to emotional momentum built by the fandom during the group's long break. Brand perception isn't just about content volume, it's about significance. BTS's ability to inspire loyalty, renew public trust, and coordinate global cultural moments like Festa celebrations and GOT7 collaborations shows their impact has matured beyond simple idol snapshots. K-pop analysts suggest this rise to #1 during inactivity is rare. Even legendary boy bands in their prime rarely maintain such traction when inactive. What happens now? Anticipation for a full BTS comeback in late 2025 or early 2026 is building. Industry whispers hint at a world tour and new album. Even if only a few members step forward first, Japan bookings, brand endorsements, and remix singles could follow. But one thing looks certain. In July 2025, BTS proved again they are not the group that fades when activities subsided. They are the group that redefines presence even in silence. Imagine a band so powerful that even silence becomes newsworthy. That's BTS in July 2025. In past months without collective activity, few groups retain relevance. Yet BTS soared, achieving a brand reputation index of over 10 million, a staggering 48% increase from June's score of 6.8 million. Analysts break it down. They measured search volume, media coverage, social engagement, and public sentiment. BTS outperformed 17, Big Bang, EXO, and others, not by fractions, but by overwhelming margins. Their positive response rate topped 94%, showing fans and casual consumers still view them as cultural icons. That's impact and trust that survived inactivity. The true emotional trigger began in early June. On June 10th, RM and V reunited with ARMY after fulfilling military duty. RM played the saxophone. V danced with tears in their eyes. The next day, Jimin and Jungkook were discharged. When fans finally saw 6 of the 7 members together again, hashtags like #MyJungkook is back and #WeAreBTS again trended worldwide. No exaggerated performances, no flashy announcements. Just raw, heartfelt reunion captured by reporters and shared across X and Instagram stories. That emotional wave created momentum. Through raw joy, BTS reminded the world why they mattered beyond music. They represent unity, perseverance, and gratitude. But what happens after emotion fades? BTS needed structure, and HYB CEO Lee Jae-sang confirmed there's a process. He emphasized that comeback planning is not a headlong rush. Composing, recording, branding, and scheduling need alignment. This strategic patience paid off in July's branding metrics. Their absence wasn't inactivity, it was incubation. HYB followed BTS's lead rather than rush them back prematurely, ensuring their next act is sustainable and globally resonant. When HYB dropped permission to dance on stage, live on July 18th, fans already hungered for content. The release entered the top 10 of the Billboard 200 within 48 hours, without massive new promotion. Why did it work so incredibly well? Because it tapped into collective emotion. Fans had been chanting "We are back" since July 1st. The live album became a symbol of return, nostalgia, and triumph. It wasn't just music, it was a marker in time. While BTS built global buzz, individual member success added fuel to flames. J-Hope's headline set at Lollapalooza Berlin on July 13th drew rave reviews, and Christian channeled the energy back to BTS's identity. Across fields, music, fashion, philanthropy, each member's personal momentum bolstered BTS together. Their synergy across multiple platforms kept interest high and broadened demographic reach. By mid-July, music industry analysts declared BTS's return essential for global K-pop growth. With physical album sales dipping 17% in 2024, the Korean music sector pinning hopes on BTS was no longer nationalist fervor, it was economic strategy. HYB's stock soared nearly 60% year-to-date, largely on expectations around BTS's comeback. Overseas investors watched the group not just as entertainers, but as cultural exports boosting South Korea's soft power. During the July 1st livestream, BTS confirmed a new group album slated for spring 2026 and a world tour to follow. Recording begins in the US. In July, with members collaborating creative direction across genres, fans then spotted BTS in LA studios, wires connected to mics, silhouettes editing lyrics. Rumors swirled: Bay Area, Tokyo, London, Sao Paulo. If BTS can bring emotional depth to their studio chemistry, their tour could redefine live music synergy. Unlike previous comebacks, BTS this time is pacing themselves. Extensions include travel shows, Season 2 of Are You Sure? Featuring Jungkook and Jimin, limited solo tours by Jin and J-Hope, and coordinated shoots to maintain consistent visibility without burnout. The group's messaging, complete group, economic effect, ARMY signals brand continuity and vision continuity. Their digital footprint remains vivid without overexposure. Brand reputation ranking isn't just vanity. It reflects economic power. With indexes, community engagement, and positive sentiment all rising, BTS and HYB can negotiate bigger sponsorship deals, partnerships in tech and fashion, and policy collaboration with cultural ministries. Their ability to own July without promotion signals trust that goes beyond fandom, spanning consumer loyalty, marketplace endorsements, and global cultural relevance. As July ends, anticipation sharpens. Fans, analysts, and media all glance toward August. Expect BTS to slowly roll out behind-the-scenes content, structured interviews, and perhaps hints at first single or trailer for the album. But the lesson is clear. They didn't need to promote to dominate, they let humanity speak. And it said, "We haven't forgotten." Tonight we asked, how does a group top brand rankings without dropping a note? BTS has shown that absence can amplify presence. That memory can outlast momentum. That legacy isn't built on constant activity, it's crafted in meaning. And if July 2025 is any indication, the next BTS era won't just be about hits, it will be about impact.